friends, it's your girl Vijaya, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to make my favorite lemony shrimp pasta, hence the greeting, you know, ciao, Italian, pasta, you get it. But it's a really simple pasta recipe that's bright with the flavors of lemon, chili, and shrimp, and it comes together very easily. But before we get started, don't forget to hit me up on my social media channels. You guys know how much I love that. And of course, if you're looking for the full recipe, just click that info box down below and everything you need is there. Let's make some pasta. So we're gonna get going by preparing the shrimp. So I have some beautiful tiger shrimp here that I'm gonna put into this bowl, and we're gonna marinate it with a few ingredients. To the shrimp, I'm gonna add the zest and juice of 2 lemons, we're gonna grate in some fresh garlic, and that's gonna add a lot of zip. I'm gonna follow that up with some red chili flake, which is gonna give amazing heat, a little sprinkle of salt to season, and a few gloves of really good olive oil. And I'm gonna mix this all up until it's nice and combined. So I'm gonna set my shrimp to the side, and now we're gonna start working on the tomatoes. So I have plum tomatoes here that are also known as Roma tomatoes, and I'm gonna seed these and slice them up into small cubes. And the reason why I seed them is so that they don't add additional liquid to my pasta. My shrimp has marinated and is good to go, and so are my tomatoes. And now we're gonna go boil some pasta, and then we're gonna bring everything together. Let's do it. We're gonna do something that's super basic right now. We're gonna boil some pasta, but I'm gonna give you a few tips, my personal tips that I think lends for perfect pasta every time. So again, the water has come to a rolling boil, and to that I'm gonna add some salt. And you wanna add enough salt so that it tastes like the sea, because this is what's gonna season up our pasta. And then I have a lot of pasta. Woo! About a pound of spaghetti, and you can use any type of pasta that you want. I just personally love spaghetti. And you're gonna put it in there. Wow. Get it all in there, and then give it a nice stir to make sure none of the strands stick to one another. And that's probably gonna take a second or so for all of these to sort of sink in. And then you're gonna cook them according to what the box says so that you reach al dente. And in this case, it's gonna be about 8 minutes. If you're cooking something like linguini, it might take a little longer because it's slightly thicker, but you just want it to have a little bit of bite once it's done. So my pasta is almost done cooking, but you see the starchy cooking liquid here, also known as pasta water. You wanna go in with a heat-proof container or a little measuring cup like this and pull some of that liquid out, because that's gonna help us form our sauce later on. And now this is ready to drain. So I have a pan here, it's non-stick, and it's on medium-high heat, and we're gonna start by cooking off the shrimp. So I'm gonna reserve the marinade, making sure not to add any of that liquid to the pan, just the shrimp, because we wanna get some nice color on it. So remember that reserved shrimp marinade? Well, that's gonna go into the pan now. And we want that to cook out for a couple of minutes. I'm just gonna stir to pick up all those beautiful flavors at the bottom of the pan. And this will give it enough time to cook out those raw shrimp juices. And it smells amazing already. Now I'm gonna drop in my tomatoes. They're nice and fresh. And I don't want to cook these for too long, about a minute or so on high heat, just so that they soften up a little bit, but still maintain their shape. All right, so our sauce is good to go. It smells so good, you guys. And now I have a pot with my pasta in it, and I'm gonna transfer my sauce to the pasta. So we're gonna turn the heat back on the pasta. We want it nice and high. And right now we wanna create a little bit of a sauce because the pasta is dry. We have a little bit of that tomato liquid in there. But to bring it together, I'm gonna add that starchy cooking liquid and a liberal seasoning of salt, as well as an amazing secret ingredient, butter, which is gonna add some lovely richness. And we're gonna cook this together until the butter melts and everything is heated through. And I've just turned off the heat, and last but not least, we're gonna add our shrimp right back in. Oh, look at that, it looks amazing. And just like that, you have an amazing lemony shrimp pasta made in minutes. And of course, I always have like a pièce de résistance, right? Like that last final touch that puts things over the top. And today, that's with some fresh chopped flat leaf parsley. And that's gonna add a little bit of green, a little bit of grassiness, and it's just gonna make all those colors pop. Almost like the Italian flag, you know? White pasta, red tomato, green parsley, obviously. All right, so onto the table with my very hot pasta, and then a little sprinkle over the top. So obviously my favorite part is tasting, so let's grab, oh, look at that. A little bit of pasta, look at that, cooked perfectly al dente, and then a few pieces of shrimp over the top. They're succulent, they're tender. Let's go in for the bite. So I think I've got my pasta twirling technique down over the years, so I like to press against the plate and then swirl, swirl, swirl until every last bit of pasta is on my fork. Like this. So much for acing the technique, okay? And then grab a little piece of shrimp. Okay, that's better, that's better. This is almost like Lady in the Tramp, you know? Those long strands of pasta, and here goes. Oh my gosh. I love this pasta for its simplicity. So you get that beautiful hum of citrus from the lemon. It's not too sour or tart. It's just lingering in the background, and with that added zest, you get those beautiful lemon oils in there. Paired with that little bit of chili, the garlic, and the shrimp are perfectly tender. And you have that little bit of starchy cooking liquid from the pasta that we use. It's given it a nice, rich, thick sauce that isn't too cloyingly heavy, but is light enough that it's perfect for the spring. But hey, it doesn't matter what season this is, because this pasta is absolutely delicious. It's a staple that I make on a week-to-week basis, and it's a fan favorite because if you're into seafood, if you love shrimp, and you love fresh flavors, then this is absolutely for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to give me a big ol' thumbs up. You know how that makes me feel. If you're new to the channel, thank you so much for joining me. Please subscribe for more videos. And as always, if you have a question, comment, or request, leave it in the comments box down below. I get back to every one of you, okay? I'm all about connecting with you guys, right? So leave me one down below, and until my next video, I will see you later. Bye.